guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If we could get 500 likes on the video, that'd be superb. Now then, we're just going to jump straight in because we've got some highlights of the games we've played this month. I cannot believe some of the things that have genuinely happened this month, and it's all seemed to have been a little bit topsy-turvy, but in the best way possible. So enjoy these highlights, and I really think you will, and I'll join you guys in a sec for the Blackburn game. He's gone past two, whips it across, it's all the way through, and Adam Kirk puts it in the back of the net. He's been our man in the cups so far, starting all of them and scoring goals. 1-0 Wimbledon. Balls. Aga all the way through. Oh, what a cross that is. 2-0 Wimbledon, 2 goals for Adam Kirk, but what a ball from Aga, my God. There we go, 2-0 win, 2 goals for Adam Kirk. Great performance overall. He finds Everton. Everton makes it 1-0 to Wimbledon. We have the lead against Spurs. We've done it before and lost heavily though, so we've got to be very, very careful where we go from here. Castillejo, Belotti's through. Lovely goal from Spurs, and it is 1-1 here. Disappointing, but you can't deny it was a great goal. Fabio goes past two. Can he get a ball in? He does. Duarte's through, and it is 2-1 Wimbledon. We've made a tactical change, and it has worked. We lead against Spurs at home. My goodness. I'll tell you what, guys, that is such a good win. We really worked hard and deserved the victory. Over the top for Manquillo, he's through here, can he pull it back across? He does. Fabio's in, and it's 1-0 to Wimbledon. What a fantastically worked set piece. Fabio now has 7 in 7 this season, which is a lovely old job. Man, watch out, there's 4 players around him, don't let him score from that. Oh, that's a bit poor. We had enough players around Patrick Bamford to stop that goal, but Mandzukic of all people, already wearing the stripes, equalises for West Brom. Bit poor. Denny's with the ball in. Oh my goodness. Very frustrating. I can't believe we're losing this match. From a corner as well. 2-1 West Brom. Bit of a shame, we're doing all right really. Well, I can't pretend I'm not disappointed. I think it was a very even game, and to lose is a bit harsh, but there you go. Drop it off for Duarte and hopefully make a run himself. Duarte over the top. Fabio's on with this here. Can he score? He bloody can. Wimbledon 1, Chelsea 0. This home form though. We lead against, well, one of the best sides in the league incredibly here. What a performance. Done well to get the lead in this game all the way. Oh dear. Okay, number 26 should be blocking that without a shadow of a doubt. That should not have been allowed to get through there. There you go, 1-1. Gotta be honest, guys, we probably should have won that. Kirk had a gilt-edge opportunity right at the end. Very unlucky. Ramsalar now. Over the top to nobody. Redevolve. Oh my God, Adam Kirk with a chance to score the winner at Old Trafford, and he has bloody well done it. Manchester United 0, Wimbledon 1 at Old Trafford. Adam Kirk looks to have scored the winner here. You just never know though. The Duarte on the edge of the box. He's into the box here. He's through all of them, and he's bloody made it 2. We're 2 goals to the good at Old Trafford. We've won. This is probably the biggest win we've had on the save. Bigger than the Manchester City one because it's away from home. Incredible. Well, there we go. Man United 0, Wimbledon 2. Out wide. Silver is one of the men he's found. Out wide for Aaron Cresswell. Ball whipped across. Marley. Aga at the back post, and we do it again. We're leading at Old Trafford. 2 games in a row. This time we've played a rotated team and we're winning. Incredible. Over the top for Aaron Cresswell. You won't quite get there though. Or will he? He does. Marley, and it's in for 2-0. Oh my God. Man United have been absolutely woeful today. They really have been just bad. It's 2-0 Wimbledon. Ribbon with the ball across. Dragovic. Oh, it's in. United are back in it slightly here. Disappointing. Alexander Dragovic with the goal. Come on, guys. We can hang on. And there we go, guys. Back-to-back wins at Old Trafford. I've never, ever done that before. Insane stuff. Aaron Cresswell, 2 assists. Right, guys, we're back, and yeah, as you can see, we're on the Ballon d'Or page. Someone wanted to see kind of who'd won the Ballon d'Ors, and I assume it is the World Golden Ball is the Ballon d'Or in FM. I think World Player of the Year. It's hard to tell, but no matter what it is, as you can see, those are the World Player of the Year players, basically. Bellerin actually did get in the top 3 there for a bit. As for the Team of the Year, I mean, last year's team, Berardi of Liverpool, interestingly, Ronaldo, Eriksen, Messi, Pogba, Bernardo Silva, Luke Shaw, PK, Ramos, Bellerin, and of course, Manuel Neuer. No huge surprises there, it has to be said. Interestingly that Bellerin actually did get in there, which is great to see, frankly, because he's done so well in the league. Anyway, let's get back to the Premier League so we can actually take a look at this thing properly. Let's see. Right, so we're currently sitting 4th. Incredibly, we are sitting 4th. But then again, would you blame us for the way we've done, the things we've done this month have been insane. We'll do a question of the day as well. Today's question of the day is this. What are the specs on your PC? Now, I'm not going to go through everything specifically, but the basic specs is, it is a 3.7 gigahertz i7 Intel, obviously, processor. Can't remember exactly which you know what I mean, generation or whatever. But I got it last year, so that gives you an idea. I have 8 gigs of Kingston HyperX Beast RAM, which I think is DDR3, I think, or it's certainly decent RAM. Although I'm thinking about extending it, and I'm also using a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760 2 gig graphics card, basically. That's my general sort of spec. Obviously, there's a terabyte Seagate hard drive in it as well, or is it Western Digital? I can't actually remember. That's generally that, and there's an Asus Z97A motherboard. I think that's generally the specs. There's some other things as well, but yeah, that's the general gist of things. So anyway, what specs have you guys got? I'm sure you've got better computers than I do, but this is the one I got basically just to do FM, of course, but also to editing and to play other games as well. So there we go. So if you do have any ideas for a question today, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. Right, we can slow down. It's very, very early in the morning, as you could probably tell, because there's actually sun coming through the windows, and that doesn't happen after about sort of 9:30, basically. It just doesn't, because the sun's just buggered off at that point, which is why I always look a little bit in shadow, which is why it's useful to have a camera light. So yeah, we're 4th in the league. It's a very good time. What a time to be alive is all I can really say. 2 absolutely astonishing wins. Basically, I played those games yesterday because after I recorded yesterday's episode, I actually had some more time on my hands while it was uploading, so I decided to play some of the games just so I didn't have to do as much work today. And yeah, it was incredible, and I just didn't want to turn the game off. I was just thinking, after we won a couple, I was like, hello, we could be onto something here, and I was like, right, we're going to go right up to the live com. So that's what we did, and my goodness, I just cannot believe what's happened, basically. Let's just take a little look at it. As you can see, we're 4th, that's fine, but some of the results are almost a little bit disappointing to have lost against West Brom, to be honest. I mean, Fleetwood, obviously we expected to win, and we did. Kirky again, superstar in the cups. Spurs though, we finally worked out how to beat them, and I say worked out how to beat them because all I did was play our away tactic at home on a counter, and we absolutely destroyed them. Well, we didn't absolutely destroy them, but we were definitely value for the win, and I'm really glad to get that. West Brom was a weird one because I feel like we probably could have won that on another day, but we actually ended up losing. It's really weird. Like, we've had some very strange defeats this year, but we've also had some incredible wins. We then had a good friendly win in the international break. We then had a 1-1 draw with Chelsea, and to be honest, I feel like we probably deserve to win that. Real shame, but the point is, a point against Chelsea, I was just like ecstatic with it. And then we went to Old Trafford and won. Adam Kirk, firstly, Kirky, the giant slayer, my goodness. 85 minutes in, terrible mistake from Man United, and then Nelson Duarte made it 2-0. Then we went there in the cup with a weakened side. I mean, look at the sort of players that are in this team. Kim Dong-Hwan was in there, Bernardo, Masek started, of course, Shane Williams, Aga, David Silva started the game, Jake Reeves, all kinds of players like that, and we still managed to win there. We've got a really good record against United, and that is lovely to see. It really is. So, top scorer at the moment is Fabio with 8 goals in 11 appearances. Very good. Kirk's finally picked up an injury, which kind of sucks. I don't think he'll be out for that long. No, he's fine. Bruised rib. I think he got that in the United game, actually. Duarte now with 4 assists. Cresswell with 4 as well. He's had a lovely time of it so far. 7 yellow cards, though. A little bit of a worry for me, although both of our fullbacks seem to be getting booked a lot, and I need to look into that a little bit more, maybe at the halfway stage of the season. That way I've got a decent number of games that are about to actually take a little look. Duarte with 3 man of the match was as well. Best player over the last 5 matches, though, is Nelson Duarte with an 8.08, but frankly, very few players over that period have been genuinely underperforming, apart from maybe Planet, which is interesting actually, because I still rate the guy, to be honest. I really, really do. Anyway, let's get into today's game against Blackburn Rovers. It's going to be crazy difficult. Are there any other things I want to quickly talk about? Not really. Am I a club legend yet? I actually do need to check that, but I don't know if we can do it from here. We could probably do it from this screen. Is that one the one? Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? I think it's on, I can never remember what it's actually on. It'll be on general. There we go. No, see, I'm still, unfortunately, favoured personnel, which is amazing, considering Ramsdale and Duarte are both on that as well. And Jake Reeves has actually got a better rating than I do in terms of the club. I'm still only favoured personnel, despite 3 consecutive promotions. They are hard-ass people to please. That's what I will say on that one, guys. So, anyway, moving on to team selection. I didn't actually see what formation they were playing, but I don't think it really matters because we're going to go 4-4-2. We're at home against Blackburn. We've got to go for this. Cleverly, God no. He's a useful substitute, but not as a starter. I haven't been exactly overall with Fernando Cano so far. I feel like maybe he's just not cut out for that. Planic as well. I'm not exactly enthralled with the idea of putting him in with that level of fitness either. Whereas Anderson is a decent player. So we're going to go with Everton, Duarte, Ramsdale, Chano, Marley, Fabio up top, Cresswell, Gomez, Anderson, Manquillo and Luis Ribeiro. Decent stuff off the bench. Is there anyone else I'd rather bring in there? I think we're okay. Actually, I'd like to have Tobias Agger available, probably instead of Loveridge, because again, fitness levels aren't exactly top notch. Now, one more thing, and I feel like I say this a lot, but I'm not using a skin. I promise you, I'm not using a skin. There's a panel mod for DF11 facepacks. I know I've said this plenty of times before, but I still get asked like 2 or 3 times on every video. And that's probably because, some people haven't watched the 1-2-4, some people don't start from the beginning, some people just come in and watch it, which is fair enough. We're to a certain point in the save now where it would be quite difficult to do that, because there's been so many games so far. We're up to, episode 60? Is this episode 60? I think it is. So there we go, that makes perfect sense. Which also leads me to explaining, my name is not Slavidanchev, just so you can tell. I don't have a thick Bulgarian accent. Not that you need a thick Bulgarian accent to be called Slavidanchev, but you get my point. My name is Matt. Slavidanchev is a regen from my, the Roma part of my Outcast to Icon save, basically. Bit of a cult hero, so we decided to make him the manager of Wimbledon. And frankly, with the amount of yellow cards we get, I think the Crazy Gang mantra is going just fine for us. Blackburn are actually playing a 4-4-2, and I'd be actually tempted to switch it up if things aren't going so well later on in this game, because we're doing okay so far, keeping a bit of the ball, which is fine, but I'd like to see a bit more from us in this game. Win that. Gomez does well. Chano, want to see something from him. Ramsalar now switches to play lovely to Everton. Marley's made some good key passes. Everton's gone round his man. Ball across. Marley's in there, and that is 1-0 Wimbledon. And amazingly, we're going to go back into second if we can win this match. We are playing some lovely, lovely football at the moment. Genuinely. The reason I like this play so much is because Ramsalar doesn't always do this, particularly as we play short passing a lot of the time. But every now and then, and I don't want to put it on mix because sometimes they'll do this too much and we lose the ball from those crossfield passes. Everton has absolutely skinned his fullback, whips an absolutely brilliant ball through the corridor of uncertainty, and there is Radek Marley at the back post to make it 1-0 to Wimbledon. Blackburn have offered nothing so far, and we have been superb. A second goal now, and that would be just me happy at that point. Fabio, Marley cutting inside again. Chano, go on son, have a shot. Back to Marley, don't lose it here. Ramsalar, won by Aaron Cresswell though, good stuff. Ramsalar is out wide for Everton. Has he got another one of those crosses? He does! Fabio this time is offside. Everton is looking good today. He's looking like he's up for it. And in fact, what I'm going to do, just right off the bat, because clearly everything good is going through him, we're just going to keep putting the ball out there and seeing what he can do with it. It doesn't matter if Blackburn try to mark him, because I don't think they've got the players to do that, to be honest. Most of what we do in games has come through him, so we may as well let him keep doing it. Marley, saved by Raya. Second goal would be quite important right about now. I feel like we could do with it. Ramsalar out wide to Everton, interestingly, on the edge of the box. That might just be because of who we've got available for the game. Everton sneaking through a couple of challenges, and Anderson clears it for Blackburn. Blackburn aren't doing too badly this year, but they do have Jeremy Menez, as you will see, although they don't anymore because he's just gone if injured. Max Clayton is coming on for them. I'd take a 1-0 at half-time. We're playing well, we're creating chances. The possession is mental, which makes me wonder if perhaps we actually can up the tempo slightly. I always feel like if we're getting a lot of possession, like 69%, we could actually... wow, the tempo was on normal there, which is interesting. I don't recall putting on that. It might be because I've changed a couple of things in the tactic. I assume that's what it was, because I'm fairly certain I didn't do that. But there we go. If we're getting 69% possession with normal, then wow. Let's take a little look at the pro zone stats. Oh god, we've got to turn them all on, don't we? Right, okay. I assume most of those key passes are going to be us. But let's see. Wow. 3 key passes. They're holding it with the goalkeeper a lot. Bloody hell. I mean, wow. Seriously, we're playing superbly well in terms of just keeping the ball and making some decent passes. One thing I will change then is close down their short goalkeeper distribution, because why the hell not at this point? We may as well try and pressure them even more. Up the tempo a little bit more, move that ball around a little bit quicker, because clearly we're getting a lot of key passes, but if we just move that ball a tiny bit quicker, it might be enough for us to actually... move that ball around them a little bit more, rather than them being able to spot what we're doing and get the challenges in. I think that's what we need to do. Be a little bit more, not patient. Patient is almost what we need to not be doing at this point. Neil Taylor is interesting in playing for Blackburn. Duarte's making key passes out of his arse. Everton's doing well. Ramsalar's doing well. Whoops. Right, should we make some substitutions soon? We'll go to about 66 minutes and then we'll probably make some substitutions, because that is the devil's hour. And we'll see. Alex Mowatt's made a few key passes for Blackburn, but they've still not really offered anything. Marley, one thing I am proud of him for today is that he has actually hit the target fairly well. Fabio's not had the best day. Ramsalar's been superb. Everton's been superb. So, where's the underperforming players? It's Cano again. But I think Fabio... we don't have any strikers on the bench. That was idiotic of me. Okay, no problem. No worries. I'm almost tempted to switch to our other tactic, but I don't know if that's really a good idea at this point. I can see why we might want to do it, but I don't know if we actually should. Because Aga, he can play in the middle. I'm actually tempted to get him off of Duarte. Duarte's not been superb out of our midfield 4, and he's looking a bit low on fitness, so maybe that's a good option at this point. And maybe... No, I'm actually tempted to just stick with that for now. Because, I don't know, I feel like we should just see this out at this point. I want to make more substitutions, I do, but at the same time, I don't really want to bring off players that are playing well just for the sake of it. Because we've not got stupidly tired legs. They're not like into the sort of 50s or 60s yet. Although, okay, there might be a couple dropping in now. Because everyone's doing okay. So Anderson's looking a bit frustrated, and maybe just getting him off for Planic now will give us just a little bit of a fresh outlook up there. And anyone else looking a bit frustrated as well. The strikers are too, but not really a lot I can do with that, unfortunately. Maybe getting T-Clevs on for Cano. Yeah, I'm aware I just called him T-Clevs because, you know, he'd be the whitest rapper of all time. Even whiter than Eminem. So there we go. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a throw-in. Okay, Fabio. And it's a penalty. And I think Nyambe is going to get himself a red card as well. He's actually just... Nope, I just assumed he was just going to do that straight walk to the bench, which would be very useful at this point. It looks like we're about to wrap this one up, in theory. Aaron Cresswell he's our penalty taker. I've made sure that I actually set this up properly, because as far as I know, he's got like 16 penalty taking. And slots it away for Wimbledon 2, Blackburn 0, and, well, you can't really say we don't deserve it. It's been a superb performance in every aspect of this game, and Watford are actually beating Chelsea, which is mental. And we've gone top of the league as a result of that. 10 games into the season, we are top of the Premier League. We're doing a Leicester City, folks. We are doing a Leicester City. And looking good defensively as well today. One shot conceded on target, and another clean sheet for Luis Ribeiro would be astonishingly good. Is that it? Ramsalah? Go on, flip it out wide. Cleverly? Go on, T-Clev. Marley's through, and it's saved by Raya. A 3-0 there would have been nice, but hey, at this point, who really cares? One thing I would say, though, Marley, 6 out of 6 on target. That is gorgeous. That's what I love to see. We've got 22 points on the board already. I'm in shock. Like, I'm not in shock that we've beaten Blackburn. That's understandable, but it's the way that we've really just controlled the game perfectly, and the 4-4-2 has worked exceedingly well. Mr. Kipling's 4-4-2, folks. But the real shock for me comes at the double result against Manchester United away, the win against Spurs, and the draw against Chelsea. That is 7 league points that I did not expect us to get. I thought Spurs would smash us again, personally, but we took a different approach and it worked, finally, which means I'm going to be trying that against Swansea this year. Chelsea, we actually did alright against last year, but we were unlucky to lose against them at home. And Man United, we've always played relatively well, apart from that one game towards the back end of last season where we had so many injuries it was just impossible. But we really have looked superb at the moment, and I genuinely cannot wait to get into the next run of fixtures, because the next run of fixtures is not that bad, which probably means we'll lose all of them. No, my luck. But it bodes well for us. I don't know why this bit takes so long now. It really is frustrating. I might just cut to the point where we actually get to the next fixture. Bloody finally, we are back. Now, for the next episode, I kind of want to do the Arsenal home game. Then again, that's a lot of matches, and that's not till actually, that's the 12th of December. That's nearly 2 months worth. Perhaps Swansea. I'll tell you what, Swansea, because I want my revenge. I want to go and play against Swansea. We've lost 4 out of 4 to Swansea so far in the league, and I want to do something. So we've got Middlesbrough at home, winnable. Palace away, winnable. Watford at home, winnable. We are in for a good run of fixtures here, and I don't think we're going to win all these games. I absolutely don't think that, because even if we play well, there's no way in hell that we're going to be able to get that form, because the fact is we played well against West Brom and lost. So I would settle for 6 or 7 points. Even if we have to drop points and lose at Palace or something, I'd be fine with that in a way. I would love not to, but you know what I mean, basically. I think we just need to keep picking up those points. I think top half this year is absolutely a dead cert. But I did say that I would wear the pink get-up if we did get top half, and I still will do that if we do it for the first episode of next season, if that happens, because why the hell not? Someone actually asked me if I would dye my hair pink if we ever won the league, and the answer is no. But not because I wouldn't want to, just because you guys know I've had stupid hair in the past. I used to have like bright red hair or bright green hair or bright blue hair or whatever. It's not the reason. It's just that as much as I work from home, I do still have to meet clients occasionally, and if I turned up with pink hair, they'd be a little bit like, we do not want to employ this guy for any kind of reasons. So I can't really be doing that, unfortunately. If this was my job, I would happily do that, but there you go. So join me in the next episode for a game against Swansea at the Liberty Stadium. Can we finally get revenge against them? Do let me know what you think is going to happen in that game in the comments, and if you have liked this episode, please do drop a like on it. That would be amazing, and I will join you guys in the next episode for a game against Swansea. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.